Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all right, let us share the attendance. Alamak. Uh, okay, I will share the attendance after the class. No worries. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin with today with our class with Ummul Kitab Al-Fatihah. Okay, can you hear my voice, guys?
Yes, sir, can hear.
Clear, clear.
Doctor.
All right, very good, very good. All right. Okay, class, for today, this is our agenda. We are going to cover topic 2, warehouse design and profiling. So what are the things that we want to look into this chapter? We want to look into roles of warehouse manager. All right, as you can see to your right hand side, there is a photo regarding there's 3 gentlemen and 1 lady. So they are wearing the vest, and then seems like they are in the warehouse, yeah. All right, so they are discussing about something lah in the warehouse. All right, and then we are going to look into what are the types or roles of warehouse. So warehouse, we have various types of warehouse, and each warehouse they have their different roles. And then we're going to look into the activity profiling, and finally we will cover fundamentals in warehouse layout design, right? So hari ni kita nak tengok apakah peranan sebagai seorang pengurus warehouse, ya. So apa dia punya tugas, apa dia punya dia punya tanggungjawab, alright, apa yang dia kena laksanakan sebagai pengurus warehouse. And then kita nak tengok juga apakah jenis-jenis dan juga apakah peranan-peranan warehouse ni. And then kita nak tengok juga macam mana activity profiling ni kita laksanakan. Dan seterusnya apa dia punya fundamentals, konsep penting lah dalam kita nak menentukan design layout ni lah. Okay, next. Do we really need warehouse? Adakah kita perlukan sangat warehouse ni? Right? So what do we have here? Current application for a just-in-time. Alright, delivery of parts, components, materials right before the operations commence. Alright, benefits. Okay, when we have a warehouse, alright, the benefits, we save money, especially in terms of inventory and cost of holding stocks in the house. Alright, the money could be spent elsewhere. Okay, and then what are the risks? What are the risks of holding stocks or inventories? Alright, bila kita nak tanya apa pentingnya warehouse ni tadi, alright, kita lihat daripada aspek is a current application. Maknanya bila kita laksanakan bila kita ada warehouse ni, kita boleh lakukan just in time. Maknanya kata delivery of parts, bila penghantaran barang-barang, komponen atau bahagian yang kita perlukan untuk operation dapat kita lakukanlah dengan baik. And then manfaat dia, kita dapat jimatkan duit dari segi inventory. Alright, so we know that when you have inventory, you need to spend. Alright, so if you have a warehouse, alright, then it will save a lot in terms of the inventory. And also we can save in terms of cost of holding stock in the warehouse. Alright, so bila kita dapat jimatkan ni, so sebahagian besar duit tu kita boleh gunakan untuk benda-benda lain lah. Alright, and then the risk. What are the risks? Apa-apa benda yang kita buat ni tetap akan ada dia punya risiko. Alright, jadi bila kita ada warehouse ni, memang ada tetap juga risiko. Cuma macam mana risiko yang kita nak lakukan, yang kita nak ambil ni. Alright, apa risiko bila kita simpan stok, apa risiko bila kita ada inventory. Okay, next, we move on. Warehouse is an essential element of the supply chain. Alright, kita nak ceritakan guys ni, alright, warehouse ni, alright, gudang kita ni adalah perkara penting dalam kita punya rantaian bekalan. It is impossible to precisely match the demands of customers with the production output. Memang kita suka nak jangka dengan tepat lah, kita nak jangka dengan tepat macam mana berapa banyak permintaan daripada pelanggan ni dengan kita punya hasil daripada production kita ni lah. Alright, the warehouse serves as an intermediate storage area where the uncertain output from production, right? Uncertain output from the production can be held to match the uncertain needs of customers. Alright, so bila kita ada warehouse ni tadi, alright, dia akan bertindak sebagai kita kata ruang penyimpanan lah. Sebab apabila berlaku ketidaktentuan daripada production, tiba-tiba hari tu production banyak tapi sale kurang. Jadi bila banyak production ni, barang ni nak letak kat mana? Jadi kita
Doktor,
ya,
slide tu tak
tak gerak.
ke
Oh, okey, silap kot. Jap. Alright, sorry eh. Okey, nampak tak slides ni sekarang? Hello.
Tak nampak.
Sekarang?
Nampak, doktor.
Nampak eh?
Ya.
Okay, ni tadi pasal current application. Yang this one yang kita cerita tadi pasal essential element. Nampak sekarang?
Nampak.
Yeah, alright. Okay, now tadi kita sambung. The warehouse serves as an intermediate storage area where the uncertain output from production can be held to match the uncertain needs of customers. Alright, bila kita ada warehouse ni tadi, dia akan jadi sebagai satu tempat simpanan lah. Tempat simpanan sementara. Alright, sebab kadang-kadang kita tahu output daripada production ni kadang-kadang banyak. Kadang-kadang dia jadi sikit sebab kita banyak dapat buat sale. Tapi kadang-kadang bila kita kurang dapat buat sale, barang-barang ni kita nak simpan kat mana? So kita akan simpan dekat dalam warehouse. Inefficiency of the supply chain to meet the needs of customer. Alright. So sekarang ni kita kata ketidakcekapan rantaian bekalan ni untuk memenuhi kehendak pelanggan. So the flow of goods through the supply chain is not seamless and coordination or integration between the various entities in the supply chain is never perfect. Inilah yang selalu kita hadapi, yang mana alright, bila kita ada warehouse, alright, so warehouse ni akan jadi suatu tempat simpanan lah. Kadang-kadang walaupun kita dah integrate, kita dah coordinate, kita dah susun atur dengan semua department elok, tapi still kadang-kadang ada lebihan barang yang terpaksa kita letak kat dalam kita punya warehouse. Alright, so in business you are talking about a lot of uncertainties ya. Nak sekarang dengan keadaan COVID, dengan keadaan ekonomi baru nak mula rancak ni, alright. So tiba-tiba sekarang nanti nak pula kita berhadapan dengan Christmas. Lepas Christmas nak pula Raya Cina. Jadi orang akan ambil holiday, akan ada cuti panjang. Jadi ini juga adalah satu perkara yang menyebabkan production pun terganggu. Bila production terganggu, alright, ada barang yang half finished products, kita letak kat mana? Jadi kita kena letaklah dekat dalam warehouse, alright. Next. Okay, roles of warehouse manager. Nampak tak sekarang?
Nampak, doktor, nampak.
Hello.
Nampak.
doktor?
Okay, so sekarang ni kita nampak gambar tentang warehouse. Okay, supervisor ni bincang dengan dia punya staff. And then this handsome guy is dealing with dia punya material handling equipment. Ini supervisor ni mungkin dia cerita pasal dia punya stock, inventory. Okay, ni basically dia nak ceritakan peranan lah. So this is the roles and responsibility of a warehouse manager. Okay, now. Key skills and outline call accountability. Alright, so sekarang ni kita nak tengok apakah peranan yang perlu dilaksanakan oleh pengurus warehouse ya. Alright, apa dia punya kemahiran yang perlu ada. Jadi bila awak dah belajar kemahiran ni, so this is the time for you to develop all the skills ya. Alright, so develop all these skills. Doesn't matter, even if you are not going to become a warehouse manager, you might also be going to become a manager later on one day. Alright, you might be a manager in your football team, for example. You are the manager in your tennis team, for example. You are the manager for kelab kebajikan persatuan. Maybe you are the manager for your association, whatever. But these are the skills that is required, yeah. So for a warehouse manager, so they have to have these skills, ability to negotiate, kemahiran untuk berunding. Okay, so macam mana cara nak berunding, macam mana cara kita nak berkomunikasi dengan berkesan, bagaimana kita nak meyakinkan orang, okay, bagaimana kita nak orang patuh arahan kita. Alright, so these are the skills, yeah, ability to negotiate. Number 2, information technology skills. Alright, now we are living in the world of full of information. There are lots of big data. We are talking about Industrial Revolution 4.0. So we are talking about digital world, digitization. Later on, last 2-3 days, government announced we are going to have our digital ID, digital identification, for example. So now this is the world of information technology. So you must have this information technology skills. Alright, number 3, basic finance and business intelligence. Kena tahulah juga secara asas apa itu finance. So macam mana kita nak uruskan perniagaan, okay? Who are our partners, who are our vendor, who are our supplier, who are our agent, who are our customer, who are our business developer, something like that, yeah? And then number 4, you need to have people management skills. Alright, walaupun sekarang awak kata awak sekarang ni dunia semakin maju, kita gunakan internet banyak, kita banyak gunakan robot, kita banyak guna artificial intelligence, but still you have to manage people. Why people management is very important. You are going to deal with lots of many kinds of people, right? So if you are working in Malaysia, you are in a diversified ethnic group. You have Malay, Indian, Chinese. Itu basic lah. Alright. Orang Melayu, cara orang Melayu, Cina, cara orang Cina, India, cara orang Cina. Alright. So how you deal with these people? Then later on, if you are working with multinational corporation, you deal with Arab people, you deal with Americans, you deal with Cambodia, you deal with Australian, you deal with Indonesian, all types of people from various countries. They have various background. All right. So how are you going to deal with these people? All right. So people management skills is very important. Yeah. Number 5, ability to motivate co-workers and employees. Remember, you are a manager. So you are not going to perform if you do not get support from your subordinates. All right. So you need to make sure your team are working together with you. All right. So this is the most challenging. Yeah, remember everyone, I believe that I know that some of you knows this. TEAM, team. So together everyone achieve more. So meaning to say, when we talk about everyone, so you're talking about your people in your team. Okay, how you motivate your people, how you motivate your staff, your co-workers, your employees, right? If they are happy, then they are going to improve their performance and they will increase their productivity. At the same time, you as a manager will also get the benefit because people will say, oh, very good lah, Nitya, your team is very good. All right, so you managed to increase our sales from 100,000 ringgit to 1 million. So I'm going to give you some reward. See, when they give the reward to the manager, they will also give the reward to the subordinates. All right, so that's the thing. All right, so you have to have the ability to motivate co-workers and employees. Number 6, communication and engagement skills to lead a large numbers of employees. All right, betapa pentingnya cara kita berkomunikasi dan kita engage. Kita engage ni maksudnya kita ada kebersamaan lah dengan kita punya pasukan ni untuk kita mengetuai, mengemudi, untuk kita menguruskan, okay, pekerja yang ramai. Alright. So I tell you, it is challenging. Okay, you look at the scope of the university lah. University is too big. We go for school lah. For example, School of Technology Management. So let's say I am the dean for School of Technology Management. If I'm the dean, so I have to deal with 70 academics in School of Technology Management. So these 70 academics, they are the tutors, they are contract lecturers, they are permanent lecturers, they are associate professors, they are professors. All right. So various level of people. with various level of category, various ranking. How you deal with the people, how you communicate with them, how you engage with them, how you want to motivate them, how you want them to run together with you, right? So because we work in a team, remember, together everyone achieve more, right? So that is why you need to have this skill. How to learn these skills, all right? So now you are as a student, all right, this is the time for you to learn on how to develop these skills, all right? So start small, meaning to say start with you are a leader in yourself, all right? You lead your life, all right? And then you have your roommate. Okay, how you lead your roommate. So we see that our room together today is a bit messy. Why not we make a clean up? We do 5S. All right. We clean it up. We make sure that there's no rubbish here and there. All right. I will bring the vacuum. All right. We clean our study table. All right. We do some decoration. We can get a new curtain, all right, so that our room will looks more vibrant. So then when your room looks comfortable, then only you can study in your room comfortably, all right, something like that. So you lead your roommate. Later on, maybe you are going to lead people in your society. You are the president of the club, or you are the secretary for the club. So how you engage with these people, how you communicate with them, how you persuade them, how you convince them, how you give them motivation to achieve the target that you have already outlined. So these are the skills, all right. Next, expectation to the warehouse manager. Apa kita punya jangkaan terhadap kita punya pengurus gudang ni tadi? Okay, number one, achieve high customer service level. Right? So as a warehouse manager, you manage to achieve high number of customer service level. Then number two, you manage to reduce costs through improving productivity and performance. All right, you manage to reduce the cost. And then number three, lower inventory control. All right, how can you lower down your inventory control? Meaning to say, all right, you delegate your power. You give responsibility to your team. You you give them motivation. You give them confidence that they know how to handle their own rack. Okay, they which level that they need to control, right? And then number four, reduce customer lead time. All right, so meaning to say, you promise your customer that the product will be delivered in 4 days time, but maybe with your supporting staff, very good staff, and then they are very dedicated, you manage to reduce the lead time. Instead of 4 days, it can become 3 days. Instead of 3 days, it can become 2 days. If it is one day, you can reduce less than 24 hours, less than 20 hours, something like that. So if you keep on improving yourself, all right, so you manage to reduce the customer lead time. You make the customer happy. When the customer happy, they will share about you to their colleague, to their family members, to their other customers. So it becomes word of mouth. All right. So that is a zero cost for advertising for you. All right. When your customer give a good recommendation to you, a good feedback to you, all right. So that is also a new form of marketing for you alone, which is freely done by them. There's no cost on your part, but you have to improve yourself. All right. When the customer is happy, they will want to do business with you, and they will encourage other people to do business with you, and they will influence others to do business with you. Yeah, that is the expectation to the warehouse manager. Number five, ensure the safety and security of employees. All right, when a manager, they manage to provide a safe and good working environment, your staff will be happy with you, and they know that if they are working under Nitya, for example, okay, I'm in a good hands. All right, I'm not going to worry about my welfare. My boss will look after my welfare. All right, my boss will make sure that they give a proper remuneration, they give proper salary, they give extra benefit. All right, they give some perks. All right, the company is willing uh, to contribute to you and your family. So when your staff feel happy, they know that they are safe, and they know there's a form of a security when they are working with you. All right. So later on, the productivity of the warehouse will increase. When the warehouse productivity increase, all right, so the reward will goes to the warehouse manager. Yeah. All right. Next, another expectation: ensure the safety and security of equipment and stock. All right. So, as a warehouse manager, all right, you need to make sure that stocks, which is located in your area, the stock is safe, all right, and then there is a form of security, all right, certain item are being insured, all right, there is we call it there is a SOP, standard operating procedure for certain stocks, all right, and then the staff working at that staff working at that warehouse, they are very committed, they are very dedicated, they are very skillful, they are very knowledgeable. So this is also another form of safety and security equipment and stock at the warehouse. Okay, next. Okay, this is the example of job vacancy. Yeah. So when you receive a job vacancy, okay, they will provide the job description. They will inform you the name of the company, the name of the warehouse, the location of the warehouse, and then they will also provide what are the responsibilities that is expected from you. All right, and then the same thing goes to another company. All right, when you go for interview, these are the things that they will share with you. Next. Okay, now we move on to types and roles of warehouse. All right, so you might have a main warehouse. You might have warehouse banner, right? You might have third party warehouse. This is things that I like lah. At IKEA, if you go to IKEA, right? So the warehouse is also the place that they sell their product, and at the same time, I really enjoy when we go for for lunch, or you go for dinner at the IKEA cafe. Right, the food is very interesting, very nice. Right, so that is that warehouse lah. All right, maybe other warehouse also they have the same concept, but IKEA is very popular by putting everything under one roof. All right. Okay, now we move on. Okay, raw material and component warehouse. Okay, so if you look at this warehouse here, okay, we have 5 photo here, right? So different warehouse is keeping different types of product. So here, grain storage. All right, so this is where they put their let's say here, rasanya ni beras kot, okay, whole, okay, raw material and component whole raw material at or near the point of induction into a manufacturing or assembly process. So in this case, all right, type number one, raw material and component warehouse, they store all the item, all right, in near to the point of induction, so they can easily get this item for manufacturing or assembly process. Okay, number two. All right, so this is work in process warehouse. Normally we call it WIP. Whole partially completed assemblies and products at various points along an assembly or production line. So you see here, alright. So ni right hand side tayar, yang tengah ni komponen-komponen elektronik, macam-macam komponen ni. Right. So here komponen botol plastik apa semua lah. So from the photo here, right, we can identify that this warehouse, they hold partially completed assemblies and products at various points. Okay, so this is what we call work in process warehouse. Okay, number three, this is what we call finished goods warehouse. So whole inventory used to balance and buffer the variation between production schedule and demand. Okay, so you see here, so all the bottles, all right, the Coca-Cola product, all right. So you can see the video, Coca-Cola warehouse video. Right? So it shows that the supply chain in the Coca-Cola warehouse, how they do that. So this is about finished goods warehouse. Next one, distribution warehouses and distribution center accumulate and consolidate product from various points of manufacture within a single firm or from several firms for combined shipment to common customer. Alright, so you see the first photo, the guy is driving the forklift, and then he is carrying a load, alright, 2 pallet of products, and then the photo down there shows the rack in the warehouse. Alright, that's how they arrange all the products. Okay, number 6. Okay, you can read that. Distribution center and warehouses designed to move goods, large and highly automated, receive goods from various plants and suppliers, take orders, fill them, efficiently deliver to customer quickly, located near the market owned or leased by manufacturers, and access to transport network. Okay, that's how they do distribution center or warehouse. And then number 7 is a cold storage. Preserve perishability of goods against payment of a storage charge. Temperature variation is controlled to degree necessary for certain sensitive item. Okay, warehouse or distribution center, what is the difference? Warehouse is normally a building for storing goods, whereas for distribution center, in tandem with the following function. They do receiving, they do storing, picking, dispatch. All right, so this is and then they distribute to the wholesale or retailer. All right, so this is how the looks like lah, distribution warehouse and distribution center. Next, okay, fulfillment warehouse and fulfillment center. Okay, this is the place where they do receiving, they do picking, and they do shipping small order for individual consumer. So this is how they do it. All right, so this is a case in the Amazon warehouse. Yeah. All right, so here another photo, you can see that items are being they arrange, they already rearrange into a small order. This small order consists of various types, but you can see there's a similarity between one order to another, right? But they have already grouped, then classified the product into one code, so that they are going to deliver it accordingly, lah. Right? So they receive, they pick, and they ship this small order for individual consumer. Okay, next. Local warehouses. Okay,
Sir,
distributed. Yes.
can you explain more about the fulfillment warehouse just now?
Come again. Come again.
Can you explain more or give example that for the warehouse number 5?
Number 5. Alright. This is very interesting. Okay. Cerita dia macam ni. Alright. So bila Amazon warehouse ni, this is an example ya, contoh lah Alright. Not only Amazon are doing it, but other warehouses are also doing the same thing. Alright. Fulfillment warehouse and fulfillment center. So bila dia buat macam ni, alright, warehouse Amazon ni, dia decide untuk dia terima small order shipment. But small order shipment dia consists of few items. Alright, so kalau awak tengok betul-betul dekat gambar yang kedua ni, alright, tengok dekat gambar ni, kotak dia tu kan macam lebih kurang je, ada kotak besar, semua ada kotak besar, macam identical. Sebab apa? Sebab ni dia dah susunkan item ni ikut order untuk individu customer. Alright, jadi contohlah kan, kalau tengok kan roughly lah, okay, customer dia mungkin individu, mungkin organisation. Alright, so kalau lah dia kata okay, sekarang ni dia nakkan apa, Amazon tolong atur kan, okay, untuk shipment dia kepada beberapa individu, tapi mesti ada item A ada 2, item B 3, item C 4. So dia akan susun atur semua benda ni. Jadi bila dia dah susun, so dia ambil daripada receiving, okay, dia pick up dekat dia punya rack, and then lepas tu dia akan susun lah. Kemudian barulah dia akan ship small order ni. Alright, kemudian baru dia akan, so Amazon akan terus hantar kepada customer dia. Jadinya, alright, bila dah berlaku macam ni, kita nak bagi tahu tak semua warehouse dia buat aktiviti fulfillment center ni. Only certain warehouse. Tak semua warehouse. Sebab apa? Tak semua warehouse yang ada item ni tadi untuk dia buat receiving, dia picking and then dia nak ship benda ni. Ship, dia nak picking, dia nak packing apa semua, dia nak wrapping bagai. Alright, so item-item yang tertentu saja. So normally warehouse yang besar-besar dia ada capacity untuk buat fulfillment center ni lah. Alright, so that's why when you look, dia macam Amazon ni, dia dah dedicatekan satu hall, satu gudang yang besar ni hanya semata-mata untuk deal dengan shipment yang dah kita asingkan ikut kehendak customer kita. Alright, the rest you tengok kat sini, berkotak-kotak ni. Yang ini sebahagian daripada warehouse ni kita kata dia tak terlibat untuk fulfillment center ni. Dia bertindak sebagai warehouse yang dia akan hantar in bulk dalam bentuk yang banyak. Tapi dalam kes ini, alright, dia dah pecah-pecahkan item-item tu kepada a few small items lah. Alright, okay, faham tak? Jelas tak?
Jelas Dr.
Alright, so this is how it looks lah. Alright, so dalam kes ni kita kata Amazon ni based dekat US. Alright, so jadi contoh kalau kita kata dia punya pesaing dia Alibaba. Alibaba pun buat benda yang sama juga, tapi untuk cater market dekat sebelah negara China dan negara-negara yang dia buat operasi lah. Jadi fulfillment center ni is not only limited for one particular company. Dia boleh pergi pada banyak company yang ada keupayaan, yang ada capability tu. Okay, next, ni local warehouse, alright. Local warehouses distributed in the field in order to shorten transportation distance. Kenapa ada local warehouse ni? Alright, kita nakkan supaya kita dapat kurangkan masa ataupun jarak perjalanan. And to permit rapid response to customer demand, dan juga untuk membolehkan kita warehouse kita ni respon kepada permintaan pelanggan dengan cepat. Katalah kita punya warehouse ni jauh, alright, contohlah banyak warehouse yang ada dekat Klang. Okay, warehouse kat Klang tu, alright, kalau ada kat Klang memanglah dekat dengan pelabuhan Klang. Tetapi kalaulah banyak customer dia ada dekat Seremban, ada dekat tempat lain, ada dekat katalah dekat Seremban dan dekat Ampang. Okey, nak jarak daripada Klang ke Ampang tu jarak dia dekat je, tak jauh, tapi nak jauhnya sebab ada berlaku traffic jam, kereta banyak, lambat. So you cannot comply to rapid response. Kadang-kadang customer kita ni permintaan dia banyak. Kalau kita punya lokasi warehouse kita jauh, jadi kita akan ambil masa yang lama untuk barang tu sampai. Bila barang tu ambil masa yang lama untuk sampai, dia akan pilih warehouse lain yang boleh memenuhi permintaan dia. Alright, so that is why, alright, we need to locate our warehouse near to the customer so that we can reduce our transportation distance. Kita kurangkan jarak perjalanan, kita dapat kurangkan overtime pemandu kita dapat kurangkan pergerakan lori kita dapat percepatkan kita memenuhi permintaan pelanggan kita. Alright. Frequently, single items are picked and the same item may be shipped to the customer every day. Selalunya, alright, barang-barang ini diambil secara single lah, dan item ni dah satu barang je, kita akan hantar kepada customer setiap hari lah. Alright. So market presence. While a market presence benefit may not be so obvious, it is often cited by marketing managers as a major advantage of local warehouses. Alright. Ini kita nak kata tentang kehadiran pasaran lah. Kehadiran pasaran ni, dia memberi manfaat secara tak langsung. Okay, tetapi kebanyakan pengurus pemasaran mengatakan, alright, kalaulah warehouse tempatan ni berada berdekatan dengan pasaran, jadi ia adalah satu advantage lah, satu kelebihan. The market presence factor is based on the perception or believe that local warehouses can be more responsive to customer needs and offer quicker delivery than more distant warehouses. Okay, kehadiran pasaran. Faktor kehadiran pasaran ni juga adalah satu persepsi ataupun kepercayaan yang mana warehouse tempatan ni akan menjadi lebih responsif, lebih proaktif, lebih cepat bertindak terhadap customer needs, terhadap kehendak pelanggan, dan juga dia boleh membuat penghantaran lebih cepat berbanding dengan warehouse yang berada agak jauh. Okay. As a result, it is also thought that a local warehouse will enhance market share and potentially increase profitability. Okay, sebagai kesimpulannya, alright, bila warehouse tempatan ni ada, dia akan meningkatkan kita punya market share lah, kita punya pasaran kita, okay, dan juga kita akan dapatkan tingkatkan kita punya keuntungan. Inilah kepentingan market presence, kehadiran pasaran ni tadi. Next.
Sir.
Ya.
Kalau nak tanya pasal local warehouse tu kan.
Okay.
Adakah kemungkinan local warehouse ni dimiliki oleh kerajaan, contohnya satu company tu kan, dia nak cepatkan penghantaran, jadi dia cari mana-mana yang warehouse kerajaan punya, dia sewa. Ada logik ke sir macam tu?
Ada, tak ada masalah. Banyak juga company yang buat macam tu. Banyak juga mungkin kerajaan terpaksa sewa kepada pihak ketiga. Maknanya bukan sebab kadang-kadang kerajaan dia ada berhadapan dengan kekangan. Dia punya warehouse pun bukan banyak mana. Jadi dia akan tetap guna warehouse yang private ni, yang dimiliki oleh pihak syarikat persendirian ni, dan kita guna untuk kita simpan, kita storekan kita punya harta-harta kerajaan ni. Alright, jadi local warehouse ni sangat penting lah, sebabnya dia membantu kerajaan dari segi tu. Itu kalau kita kata dari segi kerajaan. Kadang-kadang syarikat-syarikat korporat ni pun, katalah contoh kita cakap pasal syarikat besar lah, contoh macam Petronas. Okay, Petronas mungkin satu masa dia ada dia punya warehouse yang tersendiri. Tetapi dalam masa yang sama juga, kadang-kadang dia punya production banyak. Dia tak ada tempat nak letak. Dia akan letak dekat third party warehouse. Alright, maknanya warehouse yang bukan milik Petronas. Alright, local warehouse ke, kita kata third party warehouse ke. So long that dia boleh letak dia punya item tu kat situ. Ataupun they have local warehouse which is nearer to the market, but they don't have it. So they might be using third party, syarikat asing punya, syarikat lain punya warehouse untuk store dia punya item. Alright? Okay. Okay, next. Types and role of warehouse. Number 7, value added service warehouse. Ni kita nak cerita, kadang-kadang warehouse ni dia ada value added service. Alright? Nilai tambah lah. Serve as the facility where key product customization activities are executed, including packaging, labeling, marking, pricing and returns process. Alright, semua ni akan memberi nilai tambah, value added. Right? So if you look into this diagram kat sini, daripada kotak merah tu pergi daripada kotak biru pergi kotak merah, pergi pada labeling, barcoding, pergi pula sorting. Lepas tu dia pergi all types of packaging, kemudian dia akan hantar. Alright? All types of reverse logistics, etc. For example. Ataupun contoh dalam value added services yang tempat lain buat ni. Dia ada assembly, dia ada postponement, customization, kitting, labeling, product merchandising, product selling, product promotion. Alright? Dia adalah warehouse. Tapi dalam masa yang sama, warehouse ni dia ada servis yang macam ni. Alright? Dia ada servis yang lain yang tak ada dekat orang lain. Itu yang kita kata value added tu, yang ada nilai tambah. I pergi dekat warehouse A. I pergi warehouse A hanya store je I punya item. Tapi kalau I pergi letak I punya item dekat warehouse B, dia pula tolong bantu kita buat promotion. You kalau beli produk ni, dia ada benefit. Benefit dia tolong kita ni. Contoh satu kilang yang baik dengan kita, warehouse yang baik dengan STML, PKT Logistics. Okay, PKT Logistics ni dia juga buat value added services. Contoh macam mana dia kata dia ni adalah warehouse yang simpan banyak uh, parts untuk pasang kereta Hyundai, pasang kereta Kia, alright, kereta-kereta Korea ni. Alright, so bila parts ni datang, dia akan datang dalam kontainer lah. Ke dalam kontainer, turun daripada kontainer, letakkan dalam dia punya warehouse. Alright, so jadi dia, PKT ni, dia adalah information. Part yang sampai tu steering ke, tayar ke, gearbox ke, engine ke, windscreen ke, ataupun whatever items lah. Bumper ke, lampu ke apa. Jadi dia ada semua item ni. Jadi dalam masa yang sama dia kata, sebab PKT pun dia nak orang datang ke dia kan. Okay, dalam masa yang sama, okay, Hyundai punya kilang pemasangan kat Kulim kata, okay, yang datang berapa kontainer? 5 kontainer. Okay, you hantar 2 kontainer dulu, lagi 3 kontainer simpan sebab kita tak ada space kat Kulim untuk pasang. Jadi, okay, daripada 3 kontainer yang ada ni, alright, balance yang ada, yang kilang dekat Kulim tak ambil ni, jadi PKT gunakan, okay, 3 lagi kontainer ni, okay, kontainer kena hantar. Jadi barang-barang je lah yang simpan kan, kontainer kena hantar kat kapal balik. Jadi barang-barang yang simpan ni dia dah ada dah labeling dia. Kita tahu, okay, steering banyak mana, brake pad banyak mana, tayar banyak mana, engine banyak mana, spare part lain dia tahu. Jadi dia buat satu portal. Dia buat satu portal all the item or spare part for Korean car. Dia beritahu lah, okay, spare part, steering kereta ada, gearbox ada, windscreen ada, wiper ada, whatever, all the small parts ke, big parts ke yang dia ada, dia letak dalam dia punya portal. Alright, jadi dia sebagai warehouse, dia pun bagi value added, yang mana orang boleh beli melalui dia punya portal tu, beli item-item spare parts ni. Sebab kita tahu, spare parts ni kadang-kadang kedai-kedai dia ambil masa nak sampai. Kadang-kadang barang tak sampai. Sebab apa barang tak sampai? Stuck dekat warehouse, custom nak tengok, lepas tu barang tu tak bayar cukai lagi. So daripada 2 hari jadi seminggu, jadi sebulan. Jadi bila orang pergi dekat portal, alright, pakai pula post pakai JNT lah, 2 hari sampai, 3 hari sampai. So that is the value added. Okay, ni contoh saya nak bagi tahu kat awak. Contoh value added yang pihak PKT buat. Jadi kilang kat Kulim pun tak kata apa sebab dia kata it's good because at the same time we also need to sell the product. Right? But you are doing that on behalf of us and then you just give us the cost and then the balance you take it as your profits. Jadinya warehouse tu sambil dia simpan barang, sambil dia tolong promote barang tu terjual. Jadi customer you pun happy sebab you tolong jual untuk dia. And then you pun dapat untung tak? So that item will not be stored at your warehouse for a longer time. Remember, when any item that we store in our item for so long, alright, you also will get profit, but the profit is small. Rather than you sell that item, then you get more profit because in warehouse, number of transaction in and out of the warehouse is the profit for the warehouse. Alright, but for customer, alright, berapa banyak barang yang kita beli. Alright, tapi kalau warehouse punya business, berapa banyak transaction berlaku, barang keluar masuk, berapa masuk, berapa keluar. Yang itu dia punya untungnya kat situ. Jadi customer kita pun happy because you are doing value added services. Right, you sell the product on behalf of us. Alright, so this is value added services. Next, this is about climate control warehouse. Handle storage of many types of product that need special storage and handling condition in terms of temperature and humidity. We have 2 types of control climate. Number 1, refrigerated warehouse. Number 2, controlled humidity warehouse. Right. So you can read later on the balance. Alright, that's all guys. I'm not going to talk more because alright, I believe that I'm going to talk only for 1 hour. Right, the rest of it, alright, you might get bored with my story. Right, I know this is during lunchtime, lapar lah, nak semayang lah, macam-macam komitmen lain kan. So you can read. But don't forget, I'm not going to leave you alone without any buah tangan. Okay, saya seorang yang baik hati. Saya tetap akan bagi buah tangan pada anda semua. Buah tangan tu apa? Buah tangan tu nanti buka dekat you punya buka dekat you punya portal, right? You buka dekat you punya portal tu adalah dia punya cendera hati dia, okay? Buat sampai tengah malam ni. Tapi kalau you ambil masa setengah jam ni untuk buat pun dah boleh settle sikit je. Alright? Any questions?
Doktor, dekat portal tu tak ada tempat nak submit.
Ada tempat nak submit. You just provide this feedback like that je. Dia boleh submit kan? Straight je.
Doktor, tak boleh doktor. Dia cakap not question submitted.
Oh yeah, okay, tak apa. I will alter that thing. But you get back to it another half an hour. Boleh?
Okay, doktor.
Alright. Any questions? Tak ada questions. Kita tangguhkan kelas kita petang ni dengan tasbih kifarah Sarawak. Okay, I dah share balik attendance ni.